You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show, the O&A virus. Very busy morning. We got to get Sean on the phone real fast from Boston. Sean, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
All right.
I don't know how long ago it was, but I saw a comedy routine. It was by Otto and George. It was on a Comedy Dirtiest Dozen. It was with Tim Allen and Chris Rock.
1988, sir.
1988. Oh God. Okay, you guys did this bit that you guys that George went to his girlfriend's house and the father asked what were your intentions with your daughter,
yes,
and all that stuff. I was wondering if you could do a couple of those bits from that night, if you can.
Well, not on this.
Yeah, sure.
No, there's no cursing on this show, so you're pretty much out of luck with that. Thank you, though.
Oh yeah,
George is very hard to censor.
I've ever seen in my life.
Go to laugh.com. You can buy my other stuff.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Sean.
I'm familiar with that bit, and I will. This is as much of it as he could do. Well, sir, I'd like to begin the evening by deveining your.
Right.
That's the last I can say.
And we got to stop right there.
Deveining.
Hey, Otto was telling me during the commercial break that you did a little behind-the-scenes video.
Yeah.
At the PNC Arts Center?
My friend Craig Safola did it. He just, me, like, trying to not be nervous before the gig and stuff.
I made a little movie?
Yeah, just kind of. He put some Ozzy Osbourne music to it. I knew you'd like that.
Yes,
You're in it, too.
All right, and I think we're going to link it to opieandanthony.com.
That would be cool.
All right, so we got Otto. Otto's playing Gotham Comedy Club September 8th here in New York City. September 15th and 16th, Comedy Cabaret in Philly. Yeah. That's going to be a really good show.
You'll blow that out. That will. Yeah, you'll blow that right out. You'll sell it out.
And then September 30th, Treehouse Comedy presents at Sorrento's in Danbury, Connecticut, right?
Big time.
Where are all these?
Ravioli stand at Danbury.
Where's all this info for all the Otto and George fans?
I guess MySpace, Otto and George.
Otto and George, okay.
Stuff like that.
And hopefully he'll be playing the O&A Traveling Virus in Cleveland.
I hope so.
Hopefully. We got to say hi to Jason.
Yeah.
Jason Stratham in studio, the star of Crank.
I thought you said strap on then.
Stratham.
No one ever mistakes
Statham,
that.
actually. Sorry, I did get that wrong. Statham.
How you doing, chaps?
We're doing all right.
Very good. You?
Yeah,
Doing pretty good these days?
Yeah, not
Getting
too
some
bad.
parts. That's pretty nice. Didn't you, start doing some kind of a car, almost like a car commercial short film? And that kind of turned into, the Transporter series?
No, you're talking about the chap who did the BMW ads. That was Clive Owen, yeah.
That was, yeah, right.
That wasn't
you weren't in that?
No, I wasn't in that.
Damn, I thought that was it. All right, I'm out of this. Hold on, I'm out. I'm out of this
By the way,
interview.
that's the advantage of a pre-interview. We could have
A pre-interview.
Yeah, see?
Need a fucking...
There you go.
right.
Good. Hopefully my stupid question got dumped out of because he cursed. But that's fine. No,
It's nice to know that you're human, Anthony.
See, I learned something. Because I thought that was you, for God's sake.
Yeah.
They told us Jason does all his own stunts and stuff in movies, and I'm watching him as he came in a couple minutes ago, and he sits like a maniac. You look crazy because he has to sit where he's really slumped down, and he sits like a guy who's an absolute lunatic.
Ready to pounce?
Yeah, he's a problem.
I've got saccharitis.
He's already figured out how he could take out this whole room. He's already figured it out. I saw that as he was walking in. Leading up to your appearance on our show, there were emails going back and forth that you were going to do some crazy stunts today, and you wanted a Red Bull, do a Red Bull drinking contest.
Who said what?
Jump off the top of a bus? Oh, what the hell? We were...
Open a window. Come on, let's start.
Will you jump? Just jump out from the 14th floor?
No, we heard you wanted to do something crazy today because you're going to do the walkover with us to XM.
I don't know. I've never got told I was.
You were going to dive under a bus, jump on a bus. I don't know. Something about a bus.
People setting you
I
up
was
to
going
do
to run somebody over with a bus.
Wait, you never got told you were going to do something crazy? Who was Steve emailing?
Yeah. Where is
This
Steve?
wasn't in the pre-interview?
No.
We have a guy, he said, well, he was going to be doing something. You'll watch when he talks. Just ignores girlish hands and stupid kind of homosexual
As he
face.
talks to a real man.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Steve might just break down. You're dreamy.
If he starts to swoon, make sure you catch him.
He drives a hybrid car,
Yeah.
so he makes a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Well,
You
makes
gotta
a lot
make
of
fun
fun.
of. You gotta make
Where
fun of
is
that,
he?
right? Here he is.
Here he is. This is
Hello,
Steve.
Microphone.
I just talked about your hybrid, Steve.
It's a sexy vehicle.
So,
No, it's not.
what was going on? Wasn't he supposed to do some crazy stunt?
Yeah, what are you
To promote
talking about?
Crank?
What stunts?
In all the prep conversations I had with Roland about this, the backstory was that Jason was going to do some kind of weird stunt on the walkover. And I'm like, well, what does he want to do? And that was all. And there was, well, he's going to run on cars. All right. Why? And then he's going to jump on a bus. This is all.
Who said this?
This was all coming from our booker, who I don't know who he was talking to. I was
God!
to you.
Get rolling in here.
Nice, pass the buck, Steve.
Thank
I
you.
like how Steve just passed it. You'll notice everyone will now pass the buck.
Yeah, and please have
Typical.
Roland say the name Tommy just once during his appearance on our show. Roland, yeah, get over there next to Steve.
All right,
What's
get
in
over
the
there,
bag?
and
Is it
now
a present for me?
we'll hear pass the buck number 2.
Roland is responsible for all the fine guests we get on this radio show.
Yes, and I was watching at an event with him yesterday. He recognizes nobody.
Really?
I'm like, is that 50 Cent? He goes, yes, it is. There's a 400-pound black guy in a hat.
He did look like 50 Cent, though.
Oh, I heard him when we were walking. He goes, Jay-Z is behind you, and he wasn't.
No.
He did look like Jay-Z.
It's an old woman.
Some security. I'm like, why is Jay-Z wanding people?
All right, so where are we at now? Like Steve is saying that you said that Jason would do some crazy stunt to promote Cranked.
So how did
Opening
you
in
go?
theaters Friday.
We were trying to work out something, but then it just didn't happen. It was just between us and other people.
So he had no clue. Shouldn't he be the guy that's in on the conversation?
But we're going to pass out free Crank memorabilia during the walkover.
That's crazy.
Wow.
I hope no one gets hurt.
Yeah, but even when a guy does...
Wow, we're the most
I don't know.
outrageous show on
Can I have
radio,
a-
I got to tell you.
Can I have a safety mat for that?
Right.
Give me a harness.
So you were talking with people, and he had no clue about this, and you were like threatening him harm. There harm could have come to him. You guys are figuring this out. They're like, I heard
ride
on the top of a bus,
Yeah.
and you would jump between 2 buses, and you're just talking about this without his knowledge. That's absurd.
He's just going to plant all banana skins all over the walkthrough.
Oh, that's dangerous. You could slip on those. Oh, you fall down.
So wait, who
People
are you
laugh.
talking to?
Different people, though. So,
Different people.
Different people.
I would assume you aren't talking to
What is
yourself.
this, Fox News?
Yeah.
People are saying.
You don't have to mention their names, but what is their title? So.
we're just working out with the company to see if we can do promotion.
But shouldn't the
The
guy
company.
be in
It's
on
all
the
very
conversation?
vague. The syndicate.
I know.
I was talking with the syndicate.
All right.
Reagan gave better answers during the questioning. Well, you know, we were on with the company, with the man.
You're not fessing up.
So, Jason, there's going to be no stunts today?
There's no stunts. today,
Instead,
no.
this outrageous radio show will be handing out T-shirts or something?
Well, yeah, but sometimes you might hold one, and the wind blows it up in your eyes. You get hit. Be
That
careful.
could hurt.
Where's the shirt?
You're pretty much too big a star.
Wow.
Whoa!
Danger money.
We're going to be handing
there you
out posters of Jason.
Don't pull that out.
And yes, there's the T-shirt.
Whoa,
man,
careful.
I want a shirt.
You know how sharp the corner of that poster is?
Keep an eye out for that thing.
We
Definitely
suck.
put an eye out.
What's wrong with us?
My God. You do your own stunts, or some of them, or more you used to, as opposed to now, because now you're probably a little more important
Well,
to...
now they start to get a bit
They're
concerned.
like, yeah, all right, maybe you should
Pushing
have
you
someone
to the
else.
back,
Yeah.
What was the craziest stunt you did in a movie?
In this one, I suppose, you know the skids of a helicopter, the landing skids. So I'm standing on that, and we do a fight scene about 2,000-3,000 feet above downtown LA.
Wow.
You're sort of secured by a little hip pick and a small harness, and you've got plenty of room to move about. So, yeah, it's quite scary.
But you are hanging outside a helicopter.
yeah. You don't really realise how scary.
Wait,
it
are
is.
you hanging from them, or you're standing
You're
on...
standing on them, but you're having a lot of fights.
All right, so you're holding on,
choreographed
standing,
fight
and
scene.
you're
so
fighting.
You're leaning back and you're
Oh, my.
But as you're travelling up, all of a sudden you think, no, I can handle this. And then you get the old sewing machine legs start to go. And it's that uncontrollable twitch.
You were scared.
And you think you've bit enough more than you can chew. So, yeah, you kind of scare yourself, but it's too late.
Wow. Man, how much driving do you actually do?
I do a fair amount.
Yeah.
You know, I used to screw around when I was a kid.
Yeah.
We used to drive, from North London to South London, and all my pals, we used to race down there in the little GTIs. So, yeah, I had a fair bit.
But they probably cut back on that, too, right? Guy's too important. He's got another 3 pictures for this company, damn it. We can't have him busted up.
Yeah, they don't tend to let you do as much as you want.
That's gotta suck because it sounds like you really enjoy doing your own stunts. So you gotta be itching like, oh man, I could do a better job than this guy. Let me do this.
Well, usually, yeah. I mean, if you think you can do it, you might as well do it.
Yeah.
But they just don't want to see you come to any harm.
Yeah.
Oh.
I wouldn't do anything.
All right, let's say hi to
stunt guy to tie my shoe.
Yeah, let's say hi to Jeff in New Jersey. Jeff.
I'm a pussy.
Hey, just wanted to say, hey, Jay, good luck with the new movie. Love the other two with Transporters. Just excellent job.
Hey, nice one, mate. Thanks for that.
All right, you have a great day, and everybody else also.
Thanks, that was inspiring.
That was could have been the best phone call of the day. Let's say hi to Andrea in New York City. Andrea.
Hi, Jason. You're gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the chicks dig you.
Can you see?
You're gorgeous. Yeah. What was the name of that movie that when you were the driver and you had the sequel to it as well? That was your big movie.
That was the Transporter films, I think.
That was really good. I'm sorry, I can't.
That was awesome.
Thank you, Chris Farley.
You were so hot in those.
Yeah.
Wow, this is going great.
We love the audience.
Good day, guys. Bye.
Yeah, we'll try another one. Keith in Philly. Keith.
Yo, what up, guys?
Hey.
Jason, man, loved you in Lock, Stock.
Come on, mate, you got to say something funny. Everyone's falling asleep here.
Yeah. Yeah, do you have like a question about the movie? What did you like about Lock, Stock?
The comedy. I mean, I think he should be doing more comedies, man. He's hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody thinks so. They're splitting their sides over him. Fucking handing out the red noses.
Well, no, it's the callers today are a little slow. We get that sometimes. Certain days, the callers just call up and go, hey, Jason, that thing you did, shot on 35 millimeter.
Yeah.
And they just run out of thought.
Yeah.
What was that movie where you were wearing the shoes?
Something about the shoes. Right.
You were running, but the guy didn't come.
Heidi.
Yes.
Help us out here. Let's go.
I just wanted to talk to Jason.
He's here.
Well, he's right here.
Talk.
Oh, Jason, I just wanted to say that I love your movies. I've been watching you and Guy Ritchie's films, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. You're gorgeous. Your accent is so sexy, and I just love you. Every movie you've ever been in.
Nice.
Did you like Snatch?
I did. I love Snatch.
I love that movie.
Transporter, but
and you love
Lock, Stock,
Snatch.
and Two Smoking Barrels.
I like Snatch.
We all love Snatch.
You got that accent.
Before about Opie. He's cute, too.
She's fickle.
All right, thank
All
you.
right, cool. So you like anybody who's kind of halfway decent looking and has money. I don't blame you. Where'd she go?
We're done with her.
Shallow whore.
So what were we saying?
No, I'm wondering how you even got into the business.
Well, I used to work like perfume and jewellery out of a briefcase on street corners for like
really.
So
hawking wares out of a briefcase.
Yeah,
a hustler
stolen.
Yeah, my dad used to. Have you heard of the mock auctions? It's like a big empty shop where you get all different wares up and you conduct kind of an auction. But basically, you're ramming people, as we say, with a load of crap. And basically, my dad had one of those. There was tons of those around in the sort of early 80s.
This was big in London?
Yeah. Yeah, so the mock auctions, it was a big thing. So my father had that.
Wait, so I walk in, I'm thinking I'm getting something of quality, and it's just junk?
Like no, basically, it's an empty shop, and then you pull the pitch, which you basically lure people in, telling them, you put them in promised land, telling them they're going to get a lot of stuff for nothing, and that creates the crowd, and then the top man steps up, and they do systems where they they entice people to buy by giving them free gifts to go with a reduced price on a certain item. So it's like an auction.
Okay. Wow.
Basically, you're sort of filling everybody up with a load of crap.
Scam. Yeah.
So I learnt the spiel and the different systems that you can work within the mock auction and applied it to selling jewellery and perfume on the streets. So basically that's what I did for years. And then Guy Ritchie had written a movie called Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, and one of the characters within the movie was a street corner con man. So there was no acting. It was just me turning up and saying a few words.
Would he just find you on the street, or?
No, there was we had like a mutual friend, someone that was an investor, a wife of the investor, knew me and knew him, so it was pure chance.
One of those lucky
bastard, eh?
Wow. So Guy Ritchie kind of made you, right? You found your...
Yeah, so, he gave me a shot at being an actor, yeah.
Has he changed since being with Madonna?
I mean, I've known him since day one, so he's still the same old person to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know Madonna?
Yeah, I went to the wedding and that, yeah.
Look at you. Nice. All starstruck.
Yeah, this impresses
me. Can I get a picture?
She's very attractive.
You're going to get a picture, aren't you?
Madonna?
No.
Oh, Jason? Yeah, of course.
Yeah, let's say hi to David in Texas. David?
Hey.
Hey.
They are showing Crank tonight in Dallas. It's at the Improv in Edison.
They're showing Crank at
8 o'clock.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir. Apparently, Crank is being premiered in... is it out yet?
Cheesy plug for Jimmy Norton.
Friday it comes out, okay.
Yeah, what's Crank about? We haven't even talked about the movie yet.
It's about a hitman who finds out he's been poisoned. He has an hour to live unless he keeps his adrenaline pumping.
Nice.
And buys himself enough time to find an antidote. And, if he does that, he can get the guy who killed him. Yeah.
It says Crank is in real time.
In real time.
That's what it says. It's like Crank's film running time is 83 minutes long, and it's in real time. So is every minute in the movie actually a minute? Like 24, every episode is an hour. Is that what Crank is? Like it's really 83 minutes in the life of the hitman?
Probably not. No, I wouldn't have thought so.
But who wrote this up and gave me this awful information?
Same man who told you I was doing a stunt today.
Wait, I got distracted because I got to communicate. What happened?
I just said to Jason.
I got to hear it now because I love when you get annoyed.
I just asked Jason, hey, Jim, I figured I'd talk a little bit about the film. Right. He said it's about a hitman who is poisoned.
Right.
And has to keep his adrenaline going to find, to keep himself alive.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, so is it in real time? And I figured he'd go, yes, it is, and we'd have a chat.
Right.
And he goes, what? And I said, well, it says the Crank is in real time because it says it here. Crank film running time, 83 minutes long. So I'm like, is that really like 83 minutes in the life of the hitman?
Yeah.
And he goes, no, I wouldn't think so.
Maybe...
I don't know.
So maybe they meant it's real time that you'll be sitting in the theater.
Oh, which is pretty much like, how about saying that Crank is a visual as well as auditory experience? What dummy wrote this, and where did you get it?
Let's say hi to Darren.
We've never had as much erroneous information as we have with you sitting here.
Roland did? What's Roland?
Roland made it sound like we were going to have an action adventure today.
A real-time stunt extravaganza.
Yeah.
Roland, what's going on?
We got him in wrong movies. He's not doing stunts. It's not in the real time.
It starts like once he gets injected. The 60 minutes starts.
Oh, yeah, so there is an hour time frame.
An hour time frame. Like, once you get injected, it's like an hour from...
Wouldn't he know he's in the film?
Yeah.
Thank God you know, because I didn't have a clue.
Have you even seen your own film yet, Jason?
Not yet, no.
All right, so maybe we know more than him.
Comedy, I think.
Roland looks like a gay Napoleon.
Oh, no. Here come the Photoshops.
Oh, no.
Hey, let's say hi. Where were we going? Darren in Kings Park, I believe. Darren, what's up?
How you guys doing?
Good,
Hello,
man.
Darren.
What's going on, O&A?
We're rocking.
Cool. Jason, got a quick question for you. I heard on the set of The Italian Job, you and Charlize Theron, I heard she, thought she old Brajol.
What's that, mate? Can you speak English?
He's
insinuating that there was some kind of a romance.
You may have got a little piece.
Get out of it. She's got a boyfriend that I know quite well.
Justin
no, you got your information wrong there, sunshine.
No, not at all, huh?
Nah.
All those rumors get going whenever you make a movie together with, attractive girl.
Have you been talking
Is Wahlberg a fag? Is Wahlberg a fag in real life?
Is Mark Wahlberg a fag? No. Why would you? Why am I answering? I don't know him.
Why would he be? I mean, come on. What makes you say that anyway?
Because this guy got one of Roland's sheets. He's reading off it right now.
Jason hooked up with Charlize Theron, and Mark came in, but then Mark was only interested in Jade. What did you hear this crap?
Hey, we got to take a quick break. We got Otto and George. We got Jason Statham. Crank opens on Friday. You're hanging, obviously. I just got to communicate. We got to take a break because Edward Norton wants to call in and say hi.
Oh, nice.
You know Ed?
Yeah, I know Edward, yeah.
You know Edward? Okay, he's going to be calling the show in a few minutes here.
Oh, great.
The Illusionist is out. Is it out yet?
Yeah,
I just saw
it is out. I saw it last week.
Don't ask Roland.
The reviews are amazing on this film. I took it on vacation. Everyone that I went on vacation with saw the movie and absolutely,
cool.
well, I'll tell him, absolutely loved it.
So you'll tell him you took a bootleg copy and let
no
everybody
problem.
watch it? Oh, great.
What? It was a legal copy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's out Friday wide.
God, we got to get Roland on the show more.
Wow.
It's out Friday wide.
Are you sure it's Edward Norton? He probably scheduled me for a phoner.
Why are you so nervous?
I don't know. I'm tired.
Wow.
No, that
was one of the worst.
It's out wide.
Friday wide.
Yeah.
Who's calling? Ed Norton.
50 Cent, possibly.
Yeah, it would be great if he recognizes nobody. I'm surprised he knows who you two are.
What about Mr. Lee? Is he going to be calling the show soon?
Mr. Lee?
Yeah.
Rockstar?
Oh, yes. In 2 weeks, he's coming to New York.
Wait, what's his name again?
Tommy Lee.
Oh. Wait, who?
Tommy Lee.
No, just say wait.
Tommy Lee.
Tamale.
What?
What time is Edward Norton calling?
Between 8:30 and 8:35.
All right, we got to take a break.
It's Mexican food, isn't it? Tamale.
Tamale.
It's the O&A virus spreading across America.
Hey, you're listening to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Yep. Okay.
The Opie and Anthony Show. Opie and Anthony!
We got to get right back into this. This is the Opie and Anthony Show, the O&A virus spreading across America. We got Jason Statham. Sorry, I can't say your last name. The new movie's Crank. It's in theaters on Friday. We got Otto and George in studio. And on the phone, a new friend of the show,
Edward Norton.
Wow. I'm waiting. Here we go. Ed Norton.
Edward
Norton.
How are you?
What's up, buddy?
There he is. How you doing, man?
Jim Norton, my brother.
How you doing?
Yes, your brother.
That was the first thing he said to me when I met him. I didn't know what to say to Edward Norton. I was really starstruck, and he goes, my brother's name is Jim. I'm like, oh, cool, and I just stood there with nothing to respond like an idiot.
Yeah.
We have someone...
You'd just done the routine about your nipples, I think.
He remembers that. He saw me at the cellar. It was a really good show, and I did something on my nipples, and he just remembered. I think he commented.
Funny.
Oh, thank you. It's true, too. I can't function without it.
And again, I just can't stand when a big Hollywood star recognizes Jimmy.
You know what it is? People like
me.
Edward and myself, men of our ilk, we tend to, band together.
Enough of your ilk. Had it with you and your ilk.
Hey, we got a friend of yours in studio, someone you might know there, Edward.
Who's that?
How you doing, Edward? It's Jason.
Jason Statham?
Yes, mate.
What the hell are you doing there?
Exactly.
Yeah, the show's a bit hard out there before they get me in.
They bring you in for a bit of the old Cockney, right?
Well, he was supposed to do some over-the-top stunt for us, but I guess that's not happening. Now we're just going to be handing out posters today or something.
For Crank.
Sell you a fake Cartier.
It went severely downhill.
You hear that, though?
I'm going to tell you the joke about the guy with the alligator on the bar and the old lady in the corner.
I'll tell you, apparently Edward does a really good impression of me, so you might want to hear it.
Well, he said something about sell a fake Cartier, so I guess he knows your history, right?
Yeah, he does, yeah. I owe him a refund.
Jason was the one redeeming factor in the experience of the Italian job.
Yeah.
Oh, was that a bad one? A bad time?
No, I'm teasing him.
Oh,
it was a great gang.
Yeah,
that was the best part of it.
Is this joke worth hearing?
Can we hear it, Jason?
No, Edward, if you want to go and tell him.
No, I think nobody can tell it. I can't tell it like Jason. Whenever I tell it, I try to sound like him, and it's not as good.
No, there's a lot of swearing in it.
Oh, is it funny?
Okay,
Oh, that's great.
course
It's on the
there
spot.
is.
He knows you can't do it. Hey, Roland told us, and Roland has been really weird with information today. He's been giving us all the wrong info.
By weird, he means completely wrong and inaccurate.
Completely wrong. So, did you just get your pilot's license?
Not just, but a couple years ago.
Oh,
a couple of years ago. All right, at least it's the proper information. It's just years old.
Okay, Roland made it seem like he got this like yesterday. He's like, oh, it just happened.
No.
No. Again, Roland is wrong.
Corner.
You do a lot of flying?
I do, yeah.
Yeah?
It's a passion.
Got your own plane?
I do, nothing fancy, you know.
You're not like John Travolta with a big 707 in your backyard?
No. I got to make a lot more big dumb movies to afford one of those.
Hey, can you fly? I guess what do they call it? Instrument qualified. I mean, can you just fly? You can fly at night and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They said with JFK Jr. when he was flying, he wasn't qualified, so at night he didn't know how to use like the night stuff. Was that his big problem?
Yeah, he wasn't instrument rated.
Okay.
VFR, Jimmy. VFR.
What's that?
Visual flight rules.
I'm trying to have a discussion about flying. I don't know anything like technical. I just like this. Does it have wings?
Way out of your element here.
I know. I'm just trying to sound smart, so I asked the instrument question, but I said it like a novice idiot that I
am. Well, good. So 2 years ago, he got his pilot's license. That's great. You want to talk about his new movie, Fight Club, you idiot?
It's got this kid in it, Brad Pitt. He's going to knock you out.
Yeah, I hear that kid's going places. I also see, now, this I got to ask you about. You've been on David Letterman.
I have been.
Okay, very good. Me and Opie are doing Letterman tonight.
Really?
It's our first time ever.
Look, he's shocked, too.
I know.
Everyone we tell is shocked.
It is shocked. Everyone is shocked. But I need some advice. What do you do? You walk out there. Are you nervous? You sit down. What's the first thing you do?
Yeah, go back to the first time you were on.
Yeah, first time. What was that like?
The first time I did it was the best time. I can't say why. Last time I did it, I felt like I talked too fast. I think you got to slow down.
Okay, don't talk fast. Let me write that on my hand. I'll write that on my hand so I get the...
Well, it's the temptation, right? Because there's an audience in front of you. You know you're being watched by a lot of people, and you just kind of feel like this urge to fill any vacuum of silence.
Yeah, that's right.
Did Dave help you out?
Don't keep putting your fingers in your pits and then checking the smell.
Damn it! I was going to do that. Did Dave help you out? Was it smooth?
He's great. You don't have to. He's right there with you.
And did you drink at all before you went on?
I did not.
See, Luke Wilson told us to drink.
Yeah, Luke Wilson said have a couple of Heinekens before you go in there.
Yeah, there's that. I'd drink something warm. I'm telling you, it is cold in there. Be ready. He likes his comedy served cold.
That's what everyone says is how freezing cold it is in there.
50-something degrees. Like, he's legendary for liking a very perfect...
cold.
Yeah.
Jim's nipples.
They would harden up really nicely. I would wear just like a white T-shirt and show them off.
Put Band-Aids on them or something.
Some pasties. Oh, okay. That's good advice. Don't talk fast. Don't put your fingers in your armpits and smell them.
And slow down.
And slow down.
Edward Norton, The Illusionist, getting great reviews.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I think in the vein of ones I've done like Primal Fear or The Score with a good twist at the end. This is it's an entertaining night at the movies.
I watched. I'm sorry, man. I watched. Opie has seen it. I have not seen it. I have only.
No, I haven't seen The Illusionist. I got. Oh. Maybe I shouldn't admit this, but I got a copy because we're in the know. Is that okay to say I got a copy?
Okay,
because
it was a studio copy.
Yeah, to preview the movie because we were going to talk to Edward Norton. I went on vacation. I was doing some boogie boarding, and I never got to see the film, which I'm bummed at. But everyone else
sold it to a guy on Canal Street.
No, but everyone else in the house, because it was a house filled with 15 to 20 people. They all saw it and they thought it was unbelievable. And they were trying to tell me this twist thing at the end. I'm like, don't tell me until I see the movie.
Don't ruin it.
But they loved the movie, Edward.
Good. Yeah, it is fun. There's some great actors in it. Paul Giamatti is one of my favorite guys out there right now, and it was a kick to work with him. And Jessica Biel is hot, and you'll like her.
The previews I was watching, because we don't have the sound on the televisions here, so the preview just kind of showed you the stage was black and you were doing something and you rush in and kiss a girl, but it had a vibe like the only description was Magic with Hopkins. That was for some reason what it reminded me of, that just like a really chilling, creepy kind of vibe. What type of character are you?
It's a little more romantic than Magic, but it is a dark mystery. It's kind of got elements of the supernatural in it, and it's a lot of fun.
Let me ask you this: as an actor, what I do is I basically, I'd like to talk acting with Edward Norton because that's what I need help with.
All right.
I basically read dialogue and I just pray that they can't see through my flimsy performance.
It's an honest assessment.
That's what I do. It's just like blah, 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 blah. All right, they said rap. All right, good, we're done. Are you like
my turn?
Yeah,
I love that bit.
That's what I do. When they're talking, I just think not my turn, and then I hear my cue word and I go talk, and then I stop, and then hopefully they'll talk without yelling cut. Redo that. Are you like? I know this is like a novice question, but are you consider yourself a method actor, or what like method do you use, or do you not use one in particular at all?
I never. I mean, I think that's a word that gets tossed around a little too loosely. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I believe in anything for everything. You know what I mean? I think it's like. I think everything's. I mean, method acting doesn't help you much on Death to Smoochie. You know what I mean? It's like so I think you got to tailor it to the moment. We were doing a lot of method acting on The Italian Job, weren't we, Jason?
Oh, tons of it.
I mean, we were deep inside those characters.
Wrote very deep.
We were deep inside those Cooper Minis.
Yeah, some tells me there are stories that go on with those movies where there's a big crew of you guys hanging out that just will never, ever get out. Some of those stories. Just cruising around foreign countries.
Sworn to secrecy.
Impregnating women and
causing problems.
Jason got out of that trouble.
That tells you not to tell him anything.
Yeah.
Jason seems like, this is my impression of Jason, like when he came in, he seems like a really nice guy, but who has a switch where he just turns into a sociopath immediately.
Jesus.
Yeah, so he just seems like he's
looked that direction.
Yeah, he's giving you that look.
Pass me that sharp knife.
But he
like
seems like
he's Bixby thing, you know, don't make me angry. You won't like me when I'm angry.
Is that what he's like? Is he pleasant for a while and then there's a problem and he just starts biting people?
I don't know. Somehow I stayed on his good side.
I'm a peaceful man. I'm into knitting and flower arranging.
He's another one of these guys that would headbutt you.
Yeah.
We were just talking about this the other day. You would headbutt us, make it hurt real bad, and smile the whole time.
Any guy from England with a shaved head, we all assume is a soccer hooligan or something, where there's just headbutting going on and then beer drinking and laughing.
Who was that guy, Jason? We used to talk about the gent. No, who was Lenny
McLean.
Lenny McLean, right?
Yeah, he was a method actor. Yeah.
What was he?
No, he was actually a bare-knuckle boxer. But I can remember in one of his interviews, someone said to him they were interested in his technique. And they said to him, they were saying, like, Lenny, is it true you never went to drama school? And he went, listen, I've had 1,000 barroom brawls. I've been shot 4 times. I've been stabbed 12 times. Isn't that enough drama for anyone's fucking lifetime?
Wow.
When I can, like, you know, you look at other men, like, and what they do, and you realize you're in the same kind of genetic competition. It's like, that's what I'm up against, like, as a male, to survive. I'm a girl. I'm a girl.
That's good. You're a nice, self-confident girl.
Well, you know.
It's just how the DNA's mixed. You know.
What are you working on right now? They said you're shooting something right now.
No, I did a film with Naomi Watts that we made in China last year that's coming out later this year. I actually like a lot, and but I'm taking a little break.
Oh, okay, you're relaxing.
Yeah, you're just trying to do a movie with every hot chick in Hollywood. Is that your goal here?
Well, it took me like 10 years to realize I was making movies with all the wrong people. I was like making movies with Jason and Mark Wahlberg and Brad Pitt, and it's like, that's not sexy.
Good decision, man.
And then you do one or two with one of these girls, and you know, you go, wait a minute, like, what was I caring about artistic? Ambition for it. It's like, this is what it was. This is why I got into this in the first place, to meet girls, you know.
Yeah.
That is at least honest. That's great. I mean, that's why most guys, I think, become entertainers of some sort, is you get tired of seeing chicks run off with jocks, and you decide, this is what I can do.
Jessica's ridiculous, huh? Is she just so hot?
See, I didn't know when we were going to make the movie. I didn't, if I'd known she was like, you know, the whatever, Esquire magazine, sexiest woman, I would have paid more attention to her. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
No, she's a great girl. She's a great girl. She's actually kind of salt of the earth. She's a real tomboy and real fun to hang around with. Really, really solid girl.
Solid's a good word to use.
That's an excellent word to use. Well, dude, this is what you got to do. When you're working with guys like Brad Pitt and you're working with guys like, that handsome, you got to work with really awful-looking people. You don't want to surround yourself with Mark Wahlberg, especially. I mean, even though Dirk Diggler is not his real life, every woman wants to find out if he's really packing like that. So you got to surround yourself. Like I was on a show, and I'm mediocre to horrible looking. Everybody else on the show were genetic disasters. I was the best looking nothing on the show, so I was like the sex symbol of the show, if that makes any sense.
Wow. So it's who you surround
You need
yourself
relative
with.
comparisons.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You don't want to work with Brad Pitt and Mark Wahlberg.
That's tough.
Yeah, I maybe won't pull it off because you're a handsome person. I mean, it's kind of awkward to say that to another man, but it's true.
And then he can, hop in the plane. What kind of what kind of license you got? Your jet?
No, not flying those.
Dual engine?
No.
So you're hopping around a little 172.
No, a little better than that. A little faster than that, but.
Okay, I figured that.
What is your maximum distance you can go with it? Like, can you fly to actual locations or no?
Yeah, I can go maybe 1,000 miles.
Jesus.
The studio must love when he goes in the air. Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus Christ. Oh, when does he land? What time?
Call me as soon as he lands. Call me. As soon as he touches.
Did they make you sign stuff like that you won't fly while you're shooting this particular film?
You know what? They probably do. I can't really remember.
I love that. Look at things that he signs. Lawyers and stuff.
Do you find yourself not flying at all when you're in production?
Well, last year I was when we did The Illusions, we were in Prague the whole time, and then I was in China. And not a lot of civil aviation in China. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
Shoot you right out of the sky.
They don't really like people flying around looking at things.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take a little friendly flight. There's F-14s tailing you. It's probably not smart.
Yeah. American plane in China, sure.
All right, we're running out of show here. Yeah, really. Edward Norton, The Illusionist, opens on Friday, right?
That's right. Yeah, it goes out wide on Friday.
Yeah, it's getting.
He heard that. He heard rolling.
Yeah, it's getting just great reviews. It's just another great film that you're in there, Edward.
Thank you.
And I highly recommend
I
everyone
hope people
go see
check it out.
Yeah, I think they will. I really do.
They will enjoy it.
We're big fans, man. We're really glad you called in.
Absolutely. If you're ever in New York, you got to stop there.
Yeah, you live in New York? I was reading just as we're doing this that you still take the subway?
Yeah, all the time. It's the fastest way to get anywhere. You know that.
Yeah. But do you get recognized on the subway?
Now and then, but they know I'm friends with Jason, so they leave me alone.
They leave you alone because there's a problem.
What are they looking at you like? That's Edward Norton. He's on the subway.
Like, God, that guy looks a lot like that guy. In,
yeah.
Fight Club.
But it can't be because he wouldn't be on the subway.
You disguise yourself?
I mean, it depends on where you're going.
Yeah.
See, I don't
on the
disguise.
subway, I would think you would have to wrap yourself up.
Dude, I'm so desperate for attention. I actually get on the subway holding a microphone and a little PA in case people don't know what I do for a living. I need any angle to get into a girl's pants. Comedy's the only way in.
He's got the Ed Norton mask.
I can get you a mask.
Hey, anytime you want
to... Give me a mask of you, and I'll give you a mask of me.
All right, so that means that I'll get laid, and you'll never get work again. If we
I'll get into the Comedy Cellar, though.
Oh, you come to the Comedy Cellar whenever you want, man. We'd love to have you come in here, too. Whenever you want, it's like an open invitation.
That's right.
Jason, where are you?
I'm just stuck out here for another day, and then I'm coming back over to LA.
To LA?
Yeah.
All right, well...
And his movie, Crank, starts Friday as well. Oh, there's a little competition here.
Nah. By the way, I told you I saw your movie, didn't I?
Which?
The Illusionist.
Oh, no.
No, I thought I told you when I saw you the other week. Yeah, it's brilliant.
Oh, good, thanks.
Yeah, superb.
All right, so you go
I'll
see...
catch Crank when I get back.
Yeah.
Do we get some good martial arts in Crank?
Not really. Not a ton of fighting. It's just a bit of fun, you know? It's like a silly sort of video game type film.
Wow.
Yeah. Not many girls apart from Amy Smart who does take it over a newspaper stand. in a
Nice.
Lovely way.
Really?
He's got to keep his adrenaline up.
It's a funny scene, actually. In front of 250 extras, you got to try and, keep your hairy ass out of sight.
Oh, really? Nice.
Well, I don't have a hairy ass, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, you shave it, yeah?
Must run in the Nortons.
Yeah, I'm actually a very smooth-bottomed boy myself. It's the Irish.
All right, Edward Norton, thank you. It's always a pleasure.
All right, see you guys later.
The Illusionist starts Friday.
See you, man.
All right.
Bye.
And Jason, it was great meeting you.
Nice talking to you.
Absolutely.
Pleasure, Crank is in theaters on Friday as well. Jimmy,
Good luck tonight, man. I won't see you guys until Tuesday when we're back. But you guys are doing Letterman tonight. I'm doing the Dallas Improv. And Otto, are you anywhere tonight?
No. Be home.
Okay.
All right, Otto. You can check Otto out at his house.
Otto's actually flying to Dallas and doing a guest spot, so if you're just like Otto and you hate me, come down to see him.
there you go.
I'll explain this all in Texas.
Check out Otto and George on MySpace. All right. Thanks for listening, guys. We greatly appreciate it. If you're not joining us over at XM, we'll see you tomorrow.
It's always headphones or microphones or something phones.
Here's Otto. So I just took the elevator down with Steve, and there was a lot of controversy. Where's Steve?
What's the problem?
Well, Jason had a great time.
Talk anytime I want, starting now.
Jason had a great time on the show, but the publicist was having a
conniption?
like a hissy fit.
A hissy fit?
Like one of those hissy fits.
A hissy hit?
And I guess she was trying to break down the studio door and come in and take Jason out or something.
What?
What happened? Who wants to talk?
Thanks.
He doesn't want to talk.
We're open for Friday wide.
Yeah, he doesn't want to talk because he got his ass chewed out.
I guess Jason was initially supposed to do the walkover. I don't really know the background, but he was supposed to be on the walkover with us, and when they heard Roland on air, one of the entourage got all pissy and decided that Jason had to leave immediately after the on-air thing up at Free FM, despite him having a really good time, which was obvious. So, but they pulled him out of here, and they were all upset with Roland for going on the air, and I don't know.
Why?
Going on the air with
no sense.
Going on the air explaining that Jason was going to do that whole stunt thing.
Yeah, but that's all we heard about for like weeks. Come up with something. Come up with something.
She's over there on the phone.
Oh, really?
Is that her over there?
I don't know.
So what's the problem?
I guess nobody conveyed all these conversations that were going on. Nobody conveyed these to Jason, and this was the first he was hearing
so
about
now that they look bad to Jason. So it doesn't really concern us. They look silly.
They were mad
so
that they
they're
got
blaming
embarrassed,
us now.
But he looks like the type of guy he couldn't care less.
Oh, he was just having fun. He had a great time. We had fun with him. He's a great guy. New pal.
Yeah, he had a lot of fun, and they were mad that they got.
What, Roland?
Jason asked for an XM so he could listen to you guys wherever he goes.
And he will get one.
Absolutely.
Mine's portable. Yep.
What did
Very
Otto
good.
call Roland today? Oh, yeah. The Gay Napoleon.
Like the Rod Steiger version.
Gay Napoleon. Holy shit.
All right, let's trot. So there's a little controversy, I guess, is what we're trying to convey to everybody today.
Try to get into some sunlight
But
or
even if
something.
the guy's going to do his own stunts, they still have to know the guy that's driving the bus. They can't just do it with any fucking bus.
Right.
Yeah. The hell do they think?
Oh, we hate publicists.